Que lo que, Sahirenys here, and in today's Q&A we are talking about side hustles. I am super excited about this topic because normally I talk about personal finances, but hey, today let's get into the business. But ya tú sabes, let's get right into it. So today's question is, I saw that you're going to be in the new Clever Girl Finance book about side hustles. What tips do you have to better manage your finances when you have a side hustle? This is a great question. So today I'm going to share with you guys 5 tips that I personally learned when I was turning my side hustle into a business. And the number one thing you need to ask yourself is, why are you even doing this side hustle? Are you doing it to help you accomplish a goal, or are you doing it to turn it into a business? It's super important to just be clear about why you're doing the side hustle, because that really does depend how you're going to, approach your side hustle. If you're doing it just to help you accomplish a goal like paying off debt or helping your kids pay for their college tuition, there's a very clear end date. But if you're actually using your side hustle to help you, fund your lifestyle, those type of goals don't end. There's always a new vacation, a new purse, a new pair of shoes out. Those type of goals can really burn you out. So you need to be very cautious of why you're doing your side hustle and being very clear on the intention that's going to help you when it comes to your personal finances. Now, if you're doing a side hustle that you want to turn into a business, you're going to approach the side hustle completely different. You're going to be putting in the time and the effort to really reinvest into your side hustle to make sure that you are positioning it to turn into a business. Tip 2 is to separate your bank accounts between your personal and your business finances. The last thing that you want to do is to combine them and get audited during tax time, and you can't clearly justify or explain what's going on in your business. This is why legally, even at the LLC level, you have to have separate bank accounts for your personal and your business finances. Now, to piggyback off the last tip, if you're looking at your side hustle as a way to help you accomplish a goal, then you want to have at least one checking account for your income and one savings account for your taxes. But if you're looking at your side hustle as a way to start a business, then you want to at least have one checking account for your income, one savings account for your taxes, and one savings account as a sinking fund to help you reinvest in your business so you can save up for those things that you really need instead of going into debt for them. Tip number 3 is taxes. Listen, my mom always told me, do not mess with the IRS. If you have a side hustle, please make sure you are putting enough money in your designated savings account for your taxes, because these taxes are due on a quarterly basis and the IRS does not play with their money. You also have to remember that your city and your state charges fees and taxes as well. And if you have an LLC, those fees can get pretty pricey depending on what state you live in. I know here in California, it's $800. And they are going to charge you this regardless if you make money or not. Es que se pasan aquí, se pasa. Tip number 4, know the hidden cost of turning your side hustle into a business. Like, you have to really mentally prepare yourself and do the research of how much it costs to pay for your own healthcare, how to fund your own retirement, if you need business insurance, paying invoices, receiving invoices, bookkeeping, and the list can go on and on depending on what type of business that you have. But these are the things that no one really talks about when, we're discussing side hustles and entrepreneurship. And from my experience with me and my husband, if we didn't do the foundational work to our personal finances, we would have really been deterred from even starting our side hustle and turning it into a business, because healthcare is expensive. Tip number 5, know the difference between taking risk versus calculated risk, because they are not the same. Taking risks is kind of like taking a 50-50 chance and you just winging it. It's like quitting your job and just starting a business. You haven't tested the idea and you don't know if it's even going to make enough money to cover your bills, versus taking a calculated risk where you're building up your emergency fund, you're paid off debt, you saved money to get ahead on your bills while you still have your 9 to 5. And at that point, you're now starting your side business on the side to test the idea, see if it's going to make money, and not realistically self-sabotage yourself with having high expectations of making like $10,000 or $20,000 right out the gate. You're kind of giving yourself that time to really massage this side hustle and see what potential can realistically have. That's the difference between taking a risk versus a calculated risk. I hope you guys enjoyed my 5 side hustle tips. I know that I personally learned so much when turning my passion project into a business. And I'm so excited to share all of this information with you. If you want more content like this, just let me know down in the comments below, and I'll have more information on these 5 tips on my blog, thepoisedlifestyle.com. And I also want to do a special thank you to Bola from Clever Girl Finances for featuring me in her new book, The Side Hustle Guide. But ya tu sabe, mi gente, do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on social media, and share this information with all of your friends and family. Bye.